Radical.
Dr. Phil, I don't know his actual name. I guess I could look it up. Phil, the guy that was the executive VP of Amico Chameleon and a guy that works in television, had a phone call with Smash JT, right? I've listened to Smash JT's last two uploads. One was about this call, and one was about, I'll get into the second one in a moment. I was very sleepy during these, so maybe I didn't catch all of it, and I put them on double speed. But this is it's mostly for art. Hope you appreciate this art. This little topic you wanted me to talk about. This is not going to be listed in the Amico news section of my channel because there is no Amico news, and this really doesn't change that. So Smash texted Phil, and then Phil called him back within 10-15 minutes, basically telling him, dropping the news bomb. I was just kidding. This is big time Amico news. There are 25 consoles and 50 controllers, all completed, being finalized. Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, I was wrong. I think we're all wrong because in stores, there will be 25 Amicos. No, it wouldn't. That's too little to put in stores. So what's going to happen with these 25 supposed completed consoles? eBay, baby. Man, we're talking about some rarity right here. After all the buzz around the Amico, well, not really buzz for excitement around it because, it's kind of shit and everything. But as far as collectible items, rare collectibles, there's a market for rare collectibles in video games. And what would be more rare to have than one of the completed Amicos? Probably wouldn't function that well. You would need an internet connection. To be online. I don't even know much about what it would be. I just know it would be able to play cornhole. Oh, imagine if you had Amico and cornhole, you're talking several thousands. You could get at least $10,000 off of one of those consoles probably. Not because, people would actually be caring about the system and shit, but as a collectible, rare collectible item. So, let's see here. On that front, I'm not really, there's nothing about that conversation he had with him that makes me believe that anything's going to change, other than just a long stream of updates. I think more viable would be the John Hancock Museum versus this Amico actually coming out, being released in stores. It's over. It's done. Smash JT lost his 10,000, lost his investment. I think we've all lost investments of money, whether it's big investments, whether just buying something and you're, wondering, why the hell did I buy that? We've all had those moments. Now that leads me into the second upload where he talked about how there's a lot of people that hate him. What's the title of this second one? Give me a moment. I'll pull up this. Oh, I closed the page. Was this? Damn, I really wish I would have actually had that title there. But, look on his channel, or don't. I don't care. You'll find it. He messed up. Something about him messing up big time. Talked about how he messed up with his coverage of the Amico, how he was very biased, and he never meant to be biased, but he was biased. Of course, he invested $10,000 in something, so you're going to be biased. Anybody that puts $10,000 into something, hoping for its success, you're not going to get a straight answer from them. You're not. So he talks about how he always wants to, try to do the right thing, be a good person and whatnot. I don't know. Smash AT's not one of the worst people on YouTube, but I'm telling you right now, he ain't no angel now. He ain't no angel. I would not really trust him, just in general, right? So, the history that I have with Smash JT, I would say, not productive. He left a couple comments here, and, I guess I've been critical of him in the past. I'm just kind of a critical person. At no point did I ever hate Smash JT. Maybe it's kind of a deflection that he uses when he says, there's a lot of people that hate me Because there's a lot of things to criticize about Smash JT. There definitely is, especially around the Amico. So I will have some agreement and disagreement with him. Whereas, like I said, I think what Smash does a lot of the time is he he acknowledges that there are critics of him and his channel. There's critics of everybody and everyone. You can't really avoid criticism. But I think he tries to deflect a lot, and he tries to make it like every single person that criticizes him is an incel. Maybe that's how I took it. Maybe that's not how he meant. I don't know. Because for instance, I'm no incel. I've been highly critical of lots of people, sports stars, YouTubers. It's part of my craft, right? But more or less, it was a necessity for me to actually be able to have people to criticize. And Smash AT was one of those people. Nowadays, I don't need to as much because I'm not really, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the whole criticism of YouTubers because I feel like it's just so poorly done in general. And I hate to be associated with like a lot of those people that, call themselves critical satirists or what. I mean, I don't know what they call themselves. But I mean, even this art takes a lot for me to be even interested in talking about Smash JT. It's not because, yeah, okay, I'll try to like summon up the care to finish this one out. I'd rather be talking about some basketball stuff. I really would. I might do that later. Okay, so should you hate Smash JT? I don't think you should hate the guy. I don't think, he's deserving of your hatred. Like, you can dislike him, you can be wary of him, you can question things he says, but I don't think you should hate the person. He talks about, and I agree with, he talks about the incel mentality. Is that what he talked about? The incel mentality, where there are people online that barely ever touch grass. They never leave their house, or maybe the issue is maybe they're not touching grass or drinking to ease off the edge. I don't know. There are some people online, I'm sure, that really do hate Smash JT, and they need that hatred. They need that hatred to fuel them. He says incel, but I just, there's probably another word for it. You know what I'm talking about. People online that they're not full of the fake angry like an angry Joe, fake anger like an angry Joe, but they are legitimately very, very angry at almost everything. And he also talked about trying to better himself and other people maybe bettering themselves. Usually, chances are, if someone is incredibly full of hatred, then they they're lacking. Their lives are lacking in some shape, some way, shape, or form. If they're full of hatred. Now, it's okay to be full of hatred maybe for people that are scamming others and taking advantage of others. Like, I can understand how people could actually hate a John Hancock because of his museum scam. Or they could hate a Metal Jesus back in 2018 because of his basement league scam. Or they could hate a, doggone it, Camelot 331 for his NASCAR, doggone it, scam. I could get how people could hate people when they're in the middle of scamming others out of their money. Like, I could get that. But if someone is just kind of like garden variety shady, but they really are not super scammy. I didn't really take notes because I didn't really care about this one. So this is probably not going to be one of my better commentaries on Smash AT. I do have some other great commentaries on Smash AT. You can look around the channel. I might leave a link to a couple. Can you tell I'm completely just distracted by other things? I really am. I shouldn't have even like took this on. But yeah, I do agree with Smash that there are some incels out there. Some incels. Some I saw like in his comment section. And I gotta feel bad for some of these people that need to hate a Smash JT. You don't need to. If anything, you need to probably not pay any attention to people like Smash JT. Unless you're actually just somebody that loves going to their channel and, I mean, he has fans. Every YouTuber has some fans. But if you're just going to his channel to leave hatred in his comment section or hate him, then I think probably you're playing into really what he wants. Because think of it like this: the guy's got some of the most clickbaity thumbnails on YouTube, and looking at it like a business person, I don't think he's given up on the dream, the idea that he's maybe going to eventually maybe be a big channel one day. Maybe he hasn't given up hope. And for someone like him, it kind of plays into what he wants for him to have all these haters and people that are paying constant attention to him. You get it? So I think the worst thing you could probably do to a Smash JT is not really pay him any attention whatsoever. Because one thing you can tell clearly from Smash JT is he desperately wants attention on YouTube. Okay. Is that enough? Maybe 10, 15 minutes? Okay, yeah. Next upload, I guarantee you'll be a lot better versus this one. And this is just for art. So you're welcome, Art. And I will be expecting a nice donation online for this one.